Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. Today I have a review for you. Okay, welcome back everyone. If you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you guys. I realize it's been a while since I've done a book video, so I figured it was time to do one. So I chose a review. And what we're going to be reviewing today is The Priest's Graveyard by Ted Dekker. If you guys remember, we had Ted Dekkathon in March, and I managed to read 3 books by Ted Dekker. I love his writing. Absolutely love Ted Dekker. He is a Christian fiction writer. But this was the only one that I really enjoyed in the month of March by him. I've read many books by Ted Dekker, and I've loved them all. The other ones I read was Play Dead and The Girl Behind the Red Rope were the other two. And I just didn't really enjoy them as much. They had decent plots, and I feel like they just could have been so much more than what they were. But this one, loved it. I thought I had read this book before, but Goodreads says I did not read it. So I decided, okay, let's read it. I'm going to read the synopsis to you guys first. Okay, it says, 2 abandoned souls are on the hunt for one powerful man. Soon their paths will cross and lead to one twisted fate, bound by a perilous love. Danny Hansen came to America with hopes of escaping haunted memories of a tragic war that took his mother's life. Now he's a priest. Incensed by the powerful among us who manipulate the law for their own gain, uncaring of the shattered lives they leave behind. It is his duty to show them the error of their ways, even if he must put them in the grave. Renee Gilmore is the frail and helpless victim of one such powerful man. Having escaped his clutches, she now lives only to satisfy justice by destroying him, regardless of whom she must become in that pursuit. But when Danny and Renee's paths become entangled, things go very badly, and neither of them may make it out of this hunt alive. So let's take Danny, who is a priest, and he's turned vigilante, and he's avenging the lives of these people who have been trampled, or lives that were taken. And what I discovered reading this is he doesn't want to take people's lives. That's not what his core purpose is, but it is to teach them a lesson or show them the error of their ways, which it said in the synopsis. Unfortunately, there are people who don't want to learn or don't want to admit to their wrongdoing, and he has to take care of it. In comes Renee, who gets a taste of it and then just craves it. She wants to be like Danny. And it really kind of took me aback a little bit, because she's so, well, first of all, she's wishy-washy. Okay, and flighty, both. She sets her mind to one thing, and then it seemed like she went off and did something completely different. And Danny's trying to tell her, you don't want to go out and take people's lives and have their blood on your hands, because it's going to come back and it's going to get you, and you're going to feel remorse and guilt, and you won't be able to save yourself from spiraling deeper. And so through the story, she does seem pretty set on going out and taking matters into her own hands, whether she's got Danny backing her or not. She does not listen to anything he tells her. And she's out there and she's doing her thing, and you know, she gets she goes a little too far, I feel like, in her thought process, especially. She really is, I don't know. She thinks up some things, and she's just not listening to anyone. There was a lot of adrenaline pumping action going on in this book. And of course there's going to be twists and turns and all those things that really get your blood pumping and get you sitting on the edge of your seat. This is the Ted Dekker writing that I love. This is the writing that I did not find in Play Dead or The Woman Behind the Red Rope. I didn't get that in those books. But most of his books, that's what he has, and that's the Ted Dekker that I love to read. The characters, I really love Danny. Renee started to maybe grow on me a little bit, but more in towards the end of the story, because she was just so, I don't even know what the proper word for it is. It was like she just, I don't know, go, 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 you know, and she just, yeah. Hyper, maybe? Was she hyper? And combine that with her need and her craving for, you know, things to be done. And she wanted justice served, but she wanted to be the one serving the justice. Like, she wasn't going to wait for anybody. Now, I did find out that there is a book 2, and I've had book 2, and it's called The Sanctuary. And I can't tell you what that entails because, and I can't tell you what happens in the end of this. I don't want to spoil anything, but The Sanctuary, I feel like, comes right after this. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of time lapse in between the two, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. But I'm reading the second book of another series, the Nightfall series, and then I'm supposed to read The Women with my sisters, and so after that I could probably get to Sanctuary. I'm really looking forward to reading that and seeing what the wrap-up is and how these characters, because I feel like the end of this wasn't fair, kind of. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to reading Sanctuary and seeing how that gets wrapped up. So if you do like Christian fiction books and you've not heard of Ted Dekker, you should totally check him out and this book. He's got a ton of fantastic books out there, and there's only 3 so far that I know of that I haven't been vested in, that I really didn't find to be as, I don't know, thrillerish as the rest of them that I really love by Ted Dekker. So yeah, if you have read Ted Dekker and you do know his books, then let me know down in the comments below. And let me know what your thoughts are on those books, or what books you've read, because maybe something you've read you can give me a little insight on that I have not yet read, which is kind of hard to find a book by Ted Dekker I haven't read yet. But there have been a lot of them that I've discovered on Goodreads that I have not read, that I want to read. So, yes. Anyway, if you've read this book, let me know what your thoughts were on this book. And also, if you've read Play Dead or The Woman Behind the Red Rope, what your thoughts were on those books, to see if maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I just didn't find them satisfying in the Ted Dekker style. But anyway, I'm rambling now. So that's all I have for you now, after all the rambling. But I thank you guys for staying tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.